Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Rails Minute. I'm Debbie Baskey, Rails Acting Member Engagement Manager, and I'm here today with Deirdre Brennan, Rails Executive Director. Good morning, Deirdre.
Good morning, Debbie. How are you?
I'm good. It's good to see you again.
You
This
too.
is our effort to bring you short videos where you can find out more about what is happening with Rails. We have a member update, a Rails member update coming up this Wednesday. And Deirdre, I was hoping you could give us a sneak peek at some of the topics we'll be covering.
Yes, of course. Happy to. Yes, we have a very full agenda. We want to update people on what's going on with some of the legislation that we filed that our Senator Murphy has filed for us. The Cards for Kids Act, which is an existing law. We are hoping to expand it to not just minors eligible for the school lunch program, but for all unserved residents under 18. And the difference between this and the existing Cards for Kids is that it's not a mandate. It's up to local boards to decide whether to to do this or not. Also, we're trying to get those statewide databases funded. So Senator Murphy has pledged to file both of these pieces of legislation, but this is such a strange year. The whole calendar is very shortened because of COVID. I'm not sure how often they're meeting down there in Springfield, so we'll see. But we're keeping at it. We're also going to have Karen Egan is going to talk to us about the new census map that they've had done, and some information about the grant that Carly has gotten also. So there have been a crop of challenges to materials in libraries. So we're going to have Amber Krieger from Schaumburg and Kristen Pico from OIF from ALA. So I hope I didn't give too much away. You got to tune in and listen to it all.
I think it was a nice tease of what was being covered. So just perfect. I wanted to mention we do have, as everybody knows, we have an e-newsletter that we publish every week, and we certainly want to get everyone's feedback. How can people, our readers, give their feedback on that?
Well, I think there's a survey out there, isn't there, or about to come out?
I think we just launched it. I think we just launched it on Friday, actually.
So we hope that everybody will get back to us. This is our, as you say, our main channel of communication with members, and we want to be sure that it's as useful and as interesting as it can possibly be. So everybody look for that survey and please fill it out so we can make whatever changes might be wanted and needed.
That sounds great. And if you don't see the link in your inbox, you can see it. It is on the front page of the Rails website, so you can look for it there as well. So yeah. Also, I know it's time for annual certification. Would you like to explain a little bit about what that is and why it's important that it gets completed?
Sure. Yes. Certification started at the January 3rd, goes through the end of March. It's for every system member throughout the state, and it's really very pretty basic questions for the most part, and it's just to get us kind of a profile snapshot of all the system member libraries, to find out changes in staffing. This year, we're asking some extra questions of school libraries because we are embarking on a project to take a more of a deep dive into the school library situation, because we know they've been very much affected by COVID and schools opening, closing. So that's a really important thing that's happening with certification. And we just need to, it's just, as I say, an annual snapshot, so we understand who the system members are and how we can support them better.
That's great. And hopefully everybody will get on top of it before we start having to nag them to do it.
Right, exactly. Yes.
So this is the point where we turn to member questions. If you have questions, you can either leave a comment below or feel free to email us at communications@railslibraries.info. So this is actually our first Rails Minute of the new year. So tell us something good that we can look forward to.
Okay, well, let's see. We're about to finish up our new strategic plan, and I'm very excited about that. We're going to be talking with our board about that at their meeting at the end of the month, and I can't wait to implement a new plan with new goals and objectives that the members have told us that they want us to do, work that they want us to do. So I'm very excited about that. The days are getting longer. That's always a good thing. It doesn't necessarily feel like that in January, but spring will come, and that's we just got to be optimistic about that. So that's all I got.
Well, those are both good things. I can feel the days getting longer too. So that makes a difference. So both positive things. Well, right. Thank you everyone for joining us for this episode of Rails Minute. Thank you, Deirdre, for taking the time to share all the exciting things going on at Rails.
Thanks, Debbie.
You're very welcome. Bye, everyone.